We dive deep into the heart of the government shutdown crisis, where frustration is boiling over. Vice President JD Vance has just delivered a scathing attack on Senate Democrats, accusing them of trying to hold the American people hostage over negotiations. Stay tuned as we analyze the shocking quote where the Vice President suggests this political behavior is nothing more than the conduct of a child.
Here is our very simple proposal to the Democrats. Let's sit down and come to a compromise and work it out. And you know what the Democrats' response to that is? Give us everything we want or we're going to shut down the government and keep it shut down. That is not reasonable behavior. That's not how you do compromise in this town. That is the way that the Democrats have operated. They are trying to take a hostage and we can't reward that behavior. If we do that, if we say, yes, of course, we'll give you everything that you want if you reopen the government, you know what's going to happen? In 3 months, they're going to come back to the administration and they're again going to say, we're going to shut down the aviation industry. We're going to deny people SNAP benefits unless you give us exactly what you want. That's how a child behaves. That is not how a responsible governing party behaves in the United States of America. And let me make one final point and then we'll cut out of this press conference. Look, I've been a little bit unfair, and I want to correct this, because when I say the Democrats have shut down the government, it's actually the far left side of the Democratic Party, because to their great credit, 3 moderate Democrats joined 52 Senate Republicans to vote to reopen the government. We need 5 more reasonable Democrats to put the American people first and reopen the government. That's all that we're asking. Let's talk about health care policy. Let's make sure that we ensure that Americans' health insurance premiums don't go up. We want that, and we're willing to work with people for it, but they've got to reopen the government first. Sean came from a background not that dissimilar from mine. Sean O'Brien came from a background not that dissimilar from mine. There are moms and dads who are fighting right now because they're worried about not being able to pay the credit card bill and the mortgage bill. There are parents who have to look their kids in the eye and say, you know what, we're not going to do football this year. We're not going to do basketball this year because I can't pay for it because the federal government is shut down and I'm not getting a paycheck. Do we want those people who keep the aviation system running to not be able to feed their families, to not be able to pay for some of the things that make life worth living? The answer to that question is absolutely. We want them to be able to afford a good life. The only way for that to happen is to reopen the government. It'll be good for those who fly. It'll be good for those who work in the aviation industry. It'll be good for the whole country. Just do the common sense thing, Democrats. Reopen the government. We need 5 Senate Democrats to join us. I hope that they will. Thank you, guys.
That wraps up our analysis of Vice President Vance's explosive comments on the Senate deadlock. It's clear that both sides are dug in, and the consequences for federal workers and the American public continue to mount. We want to hear your thoughts. Is the Vice President right to call this hostage-taking, or is this simply a necessary tactic in a high-stakes political negotiation? Please share your opinion in the comments below. Your voice is important to this national conversation. If you found this breakdown insightful and appreciate the effort we put into bringing you accurate political analysis, please take a moment to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel right now. We cover the biggest stories and provide the clearest context every day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.